Welcome to Bill Dance Saltwater. Great fun fishing that anyone can do. Yes, you can do this. Today's show is sponsored in part by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. By Quantum Rods and Reels, fishing at a quantum level. And by Mercury Marine, #1 on the water. This week, Bill ventures south to beautiful Orange Beach, Alabama, in search of one of the most popular fish in the Gulf, red snapper. He's making a return trip to fish for them with his good friend, Captain Mike Rowell, one of the most recognized and respected fishing guides along the Gulf Coast. Mike and his partners John and Ann Stokes of Memphis, Tennessee, Bill's hometown, operate the impressive Annie Girl charter boat out of Orange Beach. Annie Girl is a beautiful 62-foot custom sport fishing boat certified for 38 passengers that specializes in all types of fishing. Red snappers here inhabit waters from 30 to 250 feet or so deep, and the best place to fish for them here is around artificial reefs made just for attracting the snappers. Mike has sunk a lot of them himself. Snappers are excellent table fare. The most common sizes caught are between 1.5 and 10 pounds, but fish in the low 30-pound range are not rare. The world record is 50 pounds, 4 ounces. Bill Dance is always anxious to get busy when he comes to the Orange Coast to fish with Mike. So let's climb aboard with them as they board the Annie Girl and head out.
All right, we've run a good little distance, and we're pulled up on an area, and we just stopped right here.
Yeah.
All right, evidently we stopped on an underwater reef.
Yep, we're about 25 miles offshore off of Orange Beach, and we put artificial reefs out here of our own. This is a environmentally friendly pyramid reef that a local guy here in town makes, and fishermen hire them to put the reefs out for them. The state hires them to put reefs out, and it's part of the reef system here. We have the largest artificial reef program in the country.
So you have them designed for, like this one is for red snapper,
Yeah,
right? And
basically.
you have them designed for amberjack and deeper depths.
That's right.
So what we're fishing for today is red snapper.
That's correct.
In other words, your GPS has located this location.
Yep.
They're on your graph right here. There are fish at this location.
No doubt.
Okay, let's see if we can do
Let's
it.
get them.
Red snappers spawn over 20 times a year at 4 to 6 day intervals between late May and early October, with a peak in June through August. Some red snappers mature at under 1 foot in length, and they continue to spawn for the rest of their lives. Small fish will produce less than 500 eggs per spawn, and large fish over 2 million eggs. Red snappers spawn in early evening. Their eggs and larvae are free-floating and at the mercy of currents.
There he is, Bill. What you got, Bill?
I'm thinking it's a snapper.
Pull on it.
Huh?
Pull on him.
Boy, it's hotter than a jug of red ants out here. You know, you catch these fish year round.
Yep, year round.
Just you can't keep them except during the season, right?
Yep. Yep, this year the season.
I see him way down there.
June and July.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He's a youngster.
Oh, hey, that's a nice fish.
But he's a toughie.
Real nice fish.
You got a fish.
Yep.
Got him, buddy.
There you go. You bite.
I love those vocal grips.
Bass Pro Shops. It's more than a store. It's great service from folks who know what they're talking about.
It's a low price guaranteed.
And free events that are fun for the whole family.
It's great brands from Coleman and North Face to Redhead and Ascend.
Bass Pro Shops, where great service, great prices, and the great outdoors all meet up.
There's never been a better time to come to Bass Pro Shops than right now.
Today's conditions log is brought to you by Orca Coolers. Simply the best cooler you can buy at any price, anywhere. Made in America and backed for a lifetime.
What kind of fish are those? Is that bonita?
Those are bonitas, yep. Yep, they're feeding on all kinds of little bait fish and all. They're just bonitas and hardtails.
Now what feeds on bonita? Everything? Shark?
Well, they're pretty fast fish. Wahoos, when they get offshore, billfish. They don't have many predators in close like this.
What you got?
Got a snappy snap.
You got a snapper?
Oh,
You
he
were
just now
snapping?
figured out he's hooked.
You were snapping for that snapper
Yes,
and
sir.
got snapped, didn't you? They do some pulling, don't they, buddy? Woo. Huh?
Look at that.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
drag
they
just
do.
choo.
Well,
You,
can
you ever
feel-
get tired of doing this?
No.
I'll give you a old rub down.
No.
Rub down.
I get
My
out.
boy Mike.
Got color.
Oh, that's a pretty one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bring him right.
Nice, respectable red snapper.
Wow.
There he is. There he is.
How big is that one?
He's about 8 pounds. Nice fish. Real nice.
Real nice. Pretty. Got a big dorsal fin. Hello. Going home. You ready?
Let him go.
Gone. You know, this is a lot like you talking about putting out these artificial reefs. It's kind of like farming.
Yes, it is.
In other
Exactly.
words, you plant a crop and you leave it alone for a year, don't you?
That's right.
Then you come back and you don't over-harvest it. You just kind of take care of it.
That's exactly right. We just go in, just like you said, just like a crop, just take a mess off of it and leave it alone, and it'll keep growing.
So many people want to deplete that, you know, just catch as many as they can catch off of it.
That's right. Well, we've all been guilty of that, I guess, over time, but, you know, now people are conservation minded, and we want these fish to be here the next time we come out.
Right. So what you try to do is just get a few, catch a few off of it, and then move to another
That's right.
spot.
That's exactly right.
Come on, bogus. What's the average size that you catch, Mike?
The average size snapper, oh, there's another one. The average size is about 5 pounds, but you know, 20 pounders are not uncommon. He was about halfway down, Bill. Oh yes, that feels like a pretty good fish.
Okay, bring him on over, and I'll get him. We got him hooked twice.
Yeah,
I got him.
all right. He tried to bite me. All right, hang on to him.
I got him.
There we go. Look at that.
There he is. Pretty fish.
About a
Here we-
10 pounder.
Here we go. If you get
Good
them back in quick, they're going backwards.
Yeah, yeah. The only time you really have to vent these fish is when we're fishing in real deep water,
Uh-huh.
and then we have to get the venting tool out. But
Okay.
just seems to do better to try not to touch the fish. Use something like that boga grip to handle them with, and then just get the hook out and throw them back. Don't lay them down and get the slime off of them and all that. Seems like to me, the less you touch them, the better off they are.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Mako Boats, building legends for over 40 years. Gamakatsu, world's finest hooks. Motor Guide, trolling motors engineered for anglers. Today's equipment log is brought to you in part by Gamakatsu, because the fish of a lifetime only comes once in a lifetime.
Say 20 seconds.
Yeah, about 20 seconds.
10, 12, 20 seconds, 7 ounces. Boy, that seemed like that would go 1,000 feet in that length of time. Whoa.
Got one?
Got him.
That is a good one there, son.
Pull it, baby, pull it. He is pulling it. You can take that drag. That drag.
Whoa, I got one too.
You take it. You got one on too?
I mean, a good one.
They're strong little fish, ain't they?
They are. Very aggressive.
And fun to catch. Woo! Look at you go.
Man, this thing is fighting like a bull.
A nice
Woo, that's a good fish right there, Bill.
Nice one.
That's a good one.
Hey, Mike, there's a lot of different snappers. Is the red the only one that's got all these restrictions on it?
It seems to have the most restrictions. Red snapper seems to be the poster child of National Marine Fisheries. For so much research has been done on them, but all the fisheries are under the microscope right now. But snappers seems to be under more than others right now too.
Look at that big fat Jesse there. See ya.
Little help, Bill.
Here, I'm coming after him.
Man, how about that?
Whew.
Nice fish.
I don't know where you got him hooked, but you got him. You get that hook?
Isn't that unbelievable? Isn't that pretty? That's
is.
a solid 15, 18 pound red snapper.
Wow, what a pretty fish.
Yeah, Bill, I think we ought to try to vent that one.
Okay, I'm gonna lay him down.
All right, lay him right here. Lay him up here on this table. All right, yeah, just lay him down easy
Like
right
here?
there. Just lay him down, yep. Got a little venting tool here, and what we'll do, see how his belly's extended right there?
Uh-huh.
You lay the pec fin down, go right to the edge of the pec fin, and just try to get up under one of those scales. Hear that air coming out?
I don't feel it, but I believe
It's coming
you.
out right here.
Okay.
So just like a hypodermic needle.
All right.
And that air's coming out of his belly.
You're decompressing the gases out of his swim bladder.
Yep, and
Okay.
it's all out now. Now let's just flip him back in the water.
We'll pick him up.
Got him?
Yeah. All right, I'm coming around your way. Here we go. There he went. Today, Mike and I are using 7-ounce bomber darter jigs. These jigs come in two sizes, a 7-ounce and a 9-ounce, and they're available in several top fish catching colors. The rods, reels, and line that we're using today are ideal for a good fight. They're balanced out just perfectly. The rods are made by Finor. They're 7-foot, powerful, sensitive offshore jigging E-class rods. And the reels are Quantum's Cabo 40 series, spooled with 30-pound Grand Slam high seas braid, with a 24-inch section of high seas fluorocarbon 60-pound test leader. And on the business end of that, like I said, we've got them attached with a bomber 7-ounce darter jig. Okay.
Today's dancing lesson is sponsored by Bill Dance on Facebook. Like us on Facebook and join in the Bill Dance Facebook fun. Bill posts all the time, and you'll get more great fishing tips there too.
One of the highlights of my life has always been helping folks learn how to catch fish. And from looking at all the pictures, it looks like the action has been simply great. Fishermen everywhere are showing off their catch to owners of the Bill Dance app. What? You don't have a copy? Well, we can fix that. Simply download our free app on the iPhone, iPad, or Android mobile device and begin showing off your catch to anglers around the world. The fishing tips are free, and so is the app.
Bass Pro Shops. It's more than a store.
It's great service from folks who know what they're talking about.
It's a low price guaranteed.
And free events that are fun for the whole family.
It's great brands from Coleman and North Face to Redhead and Ascend.
Bass Pro Shops, where great service, great prices, and the great outdoors all meet up.
There's never been a better time to come to Bass Pro Shops than right now.
For over 35 years, High Seas has been providing anglers with the finest quality line in the industry. Well, guess what? They've done it again by introducing another high-performance line. New High Seas Grand Slam Blue Water, an extremely strong premium saltwater mono with a unique multi-polymer copolymer blend that's stronger than mono and provides superior knot strength, abrasion resistance, and it's softer and extremely manageable. This one stands alone among other saltwater lines. Grand Slam Blue Water.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Grand Slam Mono and Braid. Big fish tough for when the money's on the line. Garmin, fight your fish, not your fish finder. And Mystic Lubricants, lubrication domination.
Of all the trips that you take, though, Mike, on the Annie Girl, this fish is your most popular. More people want to go red snapper fishing than anything, right?
Yeah, it's our bread and butter, and this is our bread and butter, and this is the easiest fish to target. You don't have to go out too far. You don't have to fish in real deep water, and they're everywhere.
What'd you say whoop for?
I said whoop.
Look here. Oh, I whooped too quick. Oh, I whooped too quick again. See, he's got more experience than I do. He does this all the time.
Well, almost all the time.
The thrust of those engines. By the time you get him up, Nick goes boosh and pushes him back out yonder 30 yards. Oh. You need some help?
I'm doing all right. I see him down there.
Huh?
I see him.
He says he sees him. I seen him.
There you go.
Oh yeah, look at the size of that
That's
chunk.
a good one.
All right, here goes the fat boy over the rail. This is something you can do. Look at the size of that snapper. Watch it, Buster.
Be careful.
Easy, Buster. Easy. Easy, Buster.
That's
There we go. I'm gonna say bye.
Red snapper in this area of the Alabama Gulf Coast normally range from 2 to 30 pounds. However, the Alabama state record is a whopping 44 pounds, 12 ounces. They're highly prized as table fare and feed primarily on fish, crustaceans, worms, and cephalopods. They tend to be nibblers, and a soft touch is often needed when angling. Red snappers seem to prefer a still or slowly moving target, and aside from well-chosen artificials like our guys are using today, squid, whole fish, and cut bait can be used to entice them to bite.
About a 10-pounder.
Here we go. They hit it and move out like a late freight. Oh, there he is right there. Do the other states like Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Florida put out attractors like Alabama does?
Yeah, there's all across the Gulf, artificial reefs are very popular, and
there's no restrictions on that, is it?
Unfortunately, there are some hoops you have to jump through. But most states do participate in some type of artificial reef program, but Alabama has the largest permitted artificial reef program in the Gulf. In fact, in the world. That's a 20-pounder right there. Solid.
Got him. Whoa, what a fish.
Dang, that is a beautiful
Look at
one.
this fish here. Woo-hoo. Hello. Look at that. Boy.
Bill, they don't get no better than that, son. That is a nice one.
As our allotted showtime for today winds down, we want to emphasize that if you'd like to try your hand at red snapper fishing, you simply won't find a better place to go than right here. Captain Mike stays on top of what's happening for snapper and all the other game species too, seasons, size, and creel limits, and more. So give him a call anytime. And please do join us again right here again next week for our next episode of Bill Dance Saltwater.
Today's Surfing Email is sponsored by Mystic Lubricants and their JT4 engine oils, specifically formulated for outboard engines. Mystic, lubrication domination.
What's the actual name of the fish found off the Florida and Alabama coast that are often called reef donkeys? It's slang for greater amberjacks, and they're often called reef donkeys partly because they often hang out around the high relief wrecks, the ones that stick way up like liberty ships and tugboats. Also because when hooked, amberjack are said to pull harder than a grown donkey. Now for this week's Bill Dance Saltwater Travel Log. Sunny Orange Beach, Alabama is located on the sugar white beaches of the Gulf of Mexico and is about 48 miles from Mobile, Alabama Regional Airport. We highly recommend our super guide for today's trip, Captain Mike Rowell of Annie Girl Charters on the custom 62-foot Annie Girl. Accommodations were generously provided by the beautiful Island House Hotel in Orange Beach. We hope you've enjoyed Bill Dance Saltwater and learned that you can do this. Today's show is sponsored in part by Orca Coolers, the all-American everywhere product, and by Finnor, legendary tackle since 1933. Closed captioning is provided by Power Pole, the original shallow water anchor. We hope you've enjoyed Bill Dance Saltwater. Please join us right here again next week.